remember a time when I was like, I think I was like 16. I was in high school. And I'm like saying like I'm so much older now. I'm in college, but you understand. I just remember a time when I was like 16, I was in high school, and I had just discovered what Jack was. You know, I was just like coming to terms with my sexuality. I still wasn't out, but I was like trying to identify myself. So I'm like, okay. I like find out about this app, and I'm like, oh my god, all these gay guys are readily available. Like, I don't know why my mind was thinking like that, but it's like, you know, when you're gay but you're in the closet in high school, the only other gay people you know about are the ones that are out there. And usually the ones that are out there put other people's business out there, so you know, you want to stay on the DL. You know, so I was like, in a sense, I guess now, I know it as discreet. I was discreet. For like, I don't know, his rights, I'll call him L. So I met this guy named L. He was the first guy I ever met. You know, he was black. I'm just gonna put it out there. He was a black guy. He was like stereotypical 6'2", dreads, and I thought he was so attractive. He had his own apartment, so I thought. And then, okay, I'm not even gonna get to that part, but I just thought he was so attractive, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I'm 16, I'm young, but I'm ready. I swear that I was like somebody's hot. I was like hot ass back then. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I go to Ivy Tech, I'm 19. He was like, really? I do too. He was like, what's your major? I'm like, medicine? I didn't really know too much. I was like kind of slow in high school, I don't know. But, so yeah, so we met up. I went to his apartment, and as soon as I walk in, I'm like, you know, I'm noticing an air mattress on the floor in the living room. So, you know, I'm asking questions, like, I'm kind of nosy, I'm kind of curious. I'm like, oh, somebody live with you? He was like, yeah, I got a roommate. I'm like, oh, cool. You know, I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, so we about to go to his room. You know what I'm saying? He like, oh, you make yourself comfortable? I said, there's no couch in here. He said, oh, no, that's my bed. I said, why you got a bed outside your room? And he was like, what room? He was like, oh, no, man. He was like, no, man, I moved in with him. And I'm like, oh, okay. But, you know, me being 16, I'm still thinking in my mind, like, okay, well, this seems kind of funny, but he looked cute. I did not have intercourse. We did not have intercourse at all. But, you know, we're kissing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm taking my time. Like, I'm taking my time. We're kissing for like 30 minutes. He keeps trying to raise on my shirt. I'm like, I'm like, I was like, I said take it slow. That's what I kept saying. I kept saying take it slow. I don't know why I was even doing this. Like, all of a sudden, I hear a knock on the door. And then I hear the door start to like rattle. The door handle starts to rattle. So I'm like, okay, he was like, oh shit. So he started to get up. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? And then all of a sudden and like, you know, at this time, like the way he was acting, he was like getting in the bathroom. So I'm gonna listen to him. I'm like, shoot, this seems like a really dangerous situation for me, and I should not be involved. So I heard a dude voice. I actually kind of thought it was a girl, and then I heard like, you know, the deep voice at the end. But it was like, scary ass bitches hiding in the bathroom. I'm like, scary ass bitches. Oh yeah, that scary bitch hiding. Bitch, that's me. So, you know, I said, who? You know, I'm young and ratchet at the time, so I'm like, who? I'm like, I don't see no scary bitch around here, you know what I'm saying? I was so ratchet, man. But, you know, like, became like an argumentative thing, but I'm like, I'm really sitting up here, and like, the entire time in my mind, y'all think like, I bet you were like so scared, I bet this was a fuck up situation. I was arguing with a grown man over me having sex with his boyfriend in the living room on an air mattress. I felt so invigorated. I thought it was the best thing ever. I thought it was like the most amazing thing ever. I was like so interested in it, and so I kept it going. You know, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna fight. Like, this is gonna be a story to tell. And I feel like I lived that story I feel like I endured that. I had that experience just so I can share it with you. And I guess that'll conclude my first story time.